Ellie, hi, hello, welcome in everybody to Sustainable Emotion, the live stream called Streams of Collective Consciousness. Today we will be talking about sustainable fashion news. I'll be talking about Miss Mexico being crowned Miss Universe, talking about Teen Vogue, which is a very interesting time because the publication was everything. I loved Teen Vogue so much. I loved it with all my heart. But it is gone now. It is gone. So we must bear its loss. And then we're going to be talking about a lot of other interesting things, like an MIT software made by a student who basically wishes that this will be used a bit more by everyone so that we can deconstruct the patterns in our favorite items to then reconstruct it again. So very interesting, very interesting. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We're going to get started right now. If it's your first time, hello. If you're watching the recorded version, hello as well. Thank you for joining. Let's see. The chat, it should be working. Okay. So, let's see. I do need to fix my headphones because they connected to my phone. And then we're going to get started. But it is a Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And it's so good to be back. I didn't stream last week because I was going to get upgraded to a new webcam, and that didn't work out, so I got really frustrated and mad. I went to go return the webcam. I got my refund thankfully yesterday, so I will have a good webcam by the next stream. So this is the last time you'll see me with this random camera that is very blurry. Too blurry, okay? So, yes. The rough times are over with the camera and things are just going to get better. So thank you for being patient, and then hopefully I can start focusing on a better background and then a better setup just in general. But things are moving slowly. Things are improving bit by bit. This is a work of art in itself, but if you've been here in the beginning, thank you so much. I really appreciate the patience, the time that you've been here. And yeah, I'm excited for today. We will be looking out of this document. It is a Canva link, so you will also have access to it as well. It's a link in my description, so you can look at it whenever you want. You don't have to stay through the entire stream to access it. You can look at it whenever you want. It's always a free resource I give to people because I want to just make the news a bit easier for you guys. Yeah, so yeah, that is what's happening. Also, another big announcement is a lot of my social medias have been changing. So you will no longer find me at xoxo.ellierose. I've rebranded a lot to being Ellie Rose HQ. So that's where you're seeing this Twitch stream, and then I misspelled that. How do I spell that? So yeah, that's how it's spelled, Ellie Rose HQ. That's where you're seeing this Twitch stream, and I also have my TikTok named that, but then I will also have more accounts for sustainable amor. I'll make an announcement a bit more in the future, but I just want to separate like my personal interest with my interest in sustainable fashion. Like, I don't want to be consumed by just sustainable fashion content, even though I really enjoy it. So I kind of want my own channel, like my own like personal streaming, because I see this more of like, I guess like the business side, if you want to call it that. But like the business side is not like literally like what I consider this. It's just I want to separate sustainable fashion and then my personal life. And this is definitely more so like sustainable fashion. But there's an overlap. There's an overlap there. But in terms of like the scheduling, I do see myself going live like Monday mornings and then Wednesdays for sure from 4:30 to 7:30. That's kind of the schedule I came up with. I'm sure it will change, but I know for sure Wednesdays I'll start streaming again just because it's always a good time. And then I really do want to stream Infinity Nikki on my personal channels, maybe on my personal YouTube. I'll stream gaming content and just keep sustainable fashion here on this channel for now, just to kind of get the feel for things. But yeah, if you ever want me to talk about any sustainable fashion stuff, the form for you to give me news or things or ideas of what to talk about during the live streams are right here. That's in my description. But I always try to keep things personal too, because like I think fashion is very much connected to our identity and like who we are. So for a bit of personal time before I get into the fashion news, I do want to say that it's been a long time since I streamed, and I didn't intend to take like a break per se. I just had a lot of stuff come up and a lot of projects. But I did stream like a 9-hour stream, and I realized that really burnt me out, and I haven't been back for quite a while. I didn't mean to be burnt out. I didn't mean to. So yeah, I'm trying to like make things a bit more sustainable for me, and I want these live streams to be very good quality. I'll switch over to the personal camera. But yeah, I took an unintentional break, and I've been watching a lot of content, which I feel like is not the best, to be honest. It's not the best to just be listening to other people's stuff. Like, I need to make content for myself. And that really hasn't been happening. Okay, so audio's fine, and then I did start off Vlogmas, which is super exciting. So Vlogmas for me is something I've always wanted to do. It's always been a passion project. I've always wanted to film my life. I was raised with Zoella. I was raised with all the OG British YouTubers back in like the 2000s and 10s when they were just like with the flippin' accent. They were doing the most random content. And yeah, I love Joey Sugg. Joey, I called him Joey. No. Zoe Sugg. Oh my gosh. How dare I? I love Alfie Days. So yeah, those are the people that I'm looking at when I'm filming my content, and it's been such a struggle filming because I don't know what's interesting. I don't know what people enjoy. I don't know if people find my life entertaining or like my personality or want to see something specific. I literally don't know. I don't know. Why do I look like a hunchback in the seat? I've talked about this before, but this seat is so uncomfortable. But yes, I'm looking rough because I also didn't really do my makeup for this stream, and I was working all day, and it's a wild time outside with all the snow. It recently snowed, and it's just causing havoc, and I don't even know like where to park or how to drive, and it's just a miserable time outside. But yeah, took an unintentional time off from streaming. I think it really helped me clear my head and like prioritize YouTube content creation though in a lot of ways, and see like how I can keep improving my ideas for streams. And I do want to do IRL streams. I have a GoPro 11 that is right here. I charged it all last night. Wait, I'm moving some stuff around on accident. Okay, so here is the GoPro 11 that I bought like literally months ago, and I still haven't used it, but it's fully charged. I also bought a media kit for it, which is a microphone to encompass it and like a case to encompass it as well. It's like a case and a microphone in one. So you have to put that on there, and then I'm just gonna attach it to a selfie stick meant for GoPros, which is this thing. I'll attach it to here with the tools that it needs, and yeah, I'll be streaming away like this. Streaming away. Can you see? Oh, like that. There you go. You'll see me like this. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But yeah, that's the vibes. I'll actually try to like piece that together. I'll try to put the media kit on there because it's a bit complicated. It wasn't really attaching, but I do want to do IRL streams. I'll do it with the GoPro. And yeah, my goal is to do it soon. I don't want to keep procrastinating. But I don't really have anything else to talk about in terms of personal news. Like, I've been working a lot. I still work as a receptionist, still work at a vintage shop. And I do plan on doing more content all over for sustainable mode and for my personal channel now that I got those separated. But yeah, things are coming together, and hopefully more things pieced together in February. But yeah, that's really it. I don't know what else to say. And you'll see most of like the details of my life in my vlog, so feel free to watch the Vlogmas series, one video every day in December. Okay, but let's move on into the news. Okay, so I'm so excited to say that Miss Mexico actually won Miss Universe. Yay! What a queen. After so much hardship, she has finally won the gold. I remember covering this news of her being basically harassed by like the spokesperson for Thailand, and I was like, she is going to achieve greatness because of this. And kid you not, she went on to win everything. So I feel like I called it. I feel like I called it. Yes, I'm gonna give myself some credit. But I kind of knew that great things were going to happen because of all the backlash the guy received and so much favor that went into her for standing up and saying like, no, this man is not going to treat me like this. I'm not going to let this man bully me and call me dumb. So let's go ahead and see the moment. I haven't even seen the moment myself, and it's been like 2 weeks.
At Paris Baguette, unwrap joy this season with
Na da 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 da. Not the commercials. Da da da.
To Miss Mexico, becoming Miss Universe overnight after some controversy earlier in the pageant. And Sam, you got that story.
Yeah, and this has been interesting. A lot of buzz about it for a couple of weeks now. Let's watch Fatima Bosch crowned in this dramatic victory at the world-renowned competition and beauty pageant held in Bangkok. But there's a huge backstory, as Rebecca said here, so let's go. Earlier this month, the now Miss Universe was berated by a pageant official during a live stream pageant, pre-pageant event.
Unbelievable.
It was a little unbelievable. The official singling her out in front of her competitors, scolding her for allegedly not complying with pageant obligations. It is uncomfortable to watch, but here it is.
Mexico, where are you? If you follow the order from your national director, you are dumb man.
Who says you're a dumbhead? And then some people had the audacity to smile. This girl was like, what? But smiled. She was definitely smiling. She was confused, like, what the heck did he just say to me? Why is he calling a beloved pageant girl on a national, no, on a universal level, dumbhead? Like, what did he think the consequences were?
You are not respecting me as a woman.
What? Mama, why you stand up? Where's the gun? Security.
Dumbhead was.
He called security because she stood up. Wow. Wow.
is what he said, and then called security on her to take her out of the room. She continued to speak her piece there. A number of fellow contestants left with her in protest, following in support. Now, following that protest, the international uproar, the official later saying he was misheard and apologized. It was a tearful apology. His participation was limited as much as possible from that point forward, according to the Miss Universe organization. But this has been quite the buzz. And now, Mexico's first woman president, Claudia Sheinbaum, saying this is an example of how women should raise our voices, and we women look more beautiful when we raise our voice and participate. Miss Mexico now, Miss Universe.
Crowned.
Wow, good for her.
After all that.
Oh my goodness. I do think that's like karma. It's just karma at this point. The man was fake crying in front of the crowd to be like, yo, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you a dumbhead and call security on you. No, I didn't. I swear. He knew exactly what he was doing. Exactly what the heck he was doing. Oh my gosh, here's a theory. Someone in the comments said, sounds like the Miss Universe pageant tried to avoid a lawsuit. But I do think this narrative kind of twists Miss Mexico's win into a scam. A lot of people were saying that she got bought into the award, whether by her own country, by allies, supporters, and this narrative also goes towards that idea of like they just kind of handed her the role or someone helped her get the role unfairly. But I would like to say, what if there was a possibility in this world that a beautiful Mexican woman could win Miss Universe fairly? I would love to believe in that universe, and hopefully that's what happened. I mean, I can't prove or disprove any theory 100% confidently because only the board knows, only the leaders internally know how they ended up voting and choosing for Miss Universe. But I do think, if anything, it serves as an example of how a woman that stood up to an oppressive man can still win at the end of the day, you know? And Mexico has been getting so much hate lately. They've been constantly dogged on in the United States because of political eras of Trump that are just so rude. I'd be hearing the most random stuff from Trump, and then every other conservative white man repeats it in their own version that I don't even want to give an example. But within these times, I'm sure everyone knows that Mexicans are the scapegoats for all the problems, at least made into scapegoats. They shouldn't be the scapegoats. They aren't the scapegoats. It's just that's how they're treated. Even though they're the ones that are building Americans' American dream. Like, who's going to build the buildings? Who's going to clean the roads? Who's going to do the dishwashing? It's usually immigrants that are fighting for a chance. But there has been a lot of conversations with her about what has happened. So let's listen to this, and then we'll see where to go from here. But a win is a win.
Aloha transforms self-replenish.
A win is a win. I will hope that this is fair and just. But who really knows? I don't know.
When the crown is placed on your head, what was that like for you?
That moment felt like a dream come true.
This year's Miss Universe pageant serving up dreams and plenty of drama. From Miss Jamaica literally tumbling off the stage to the viral walkout.
Stop. Stop.
Led by Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch, after standing up to a pageant official who called her a dumbhead.
If you follow the order from your national director, you are dumb.
Bosch sat down with ABC News for her first interview since being crowned amidst all the turmoil to set the record straight. The pageant drawing massive ratings with 2.6 billion views across social media.
Mexico, where are you?
The Thai pageant executive, Nawat, addressed you in the room. What was your reaction?
He wanted like to humiliate me in front of all the people, and that was not okay, I told him, like, you can't talk to me like that. You can't call me dumb.
A lot of people online felt you were standing up to a bully.
Yeah, and I was scared at that time.
You spoke up thinking, this is it, this ends my chances of winning.
I couldn't stay quiet because in every case, your dignity is more important than any prize or any dream that you have.
But her act of defiance earned her global praise.
There were some people when you were crowned who thought, oh, she was being rewarded for speaking out. Is that how you felt?
No, but I think I make history, so why not? But of course, no. I make the same effort that all the pageant make, and this is a job.
And yet, in the days leading up to her victory, one of the judges, Omar Harfouche, resigned from the pageant.
One of the 8 judges stepped down, alleging that there was a secret vote. He even declared that you should be disqualified.
Well, my response to them and to him was that if maybe he wanted like more followers on Instagram, he should, like, I don't know, get into a show, a TV show, maybe.
And that wasn't all. Shortly after her win, social media exploding, insinuating that she won only because her father, an oil executive, shares some business interests with the controversial co-owner of the pageant from Mexico, Raul Rocha.
Your father, could he have had an influence on you getting the crown?
They make like this campaign of hate. My father has nothing to do with the organization, and it's crazy how you're going to buy a crown. Maybe in Walmart you can buy a crown. Yeah, but not in Miss Universe for sure.
Some of the rumors online have to do with this idea that you've thought about stepping away from the crown.
Of course not. I will never step away for this crown. I'm not here for fame, of modeling, or searching husband. I'm here because God put a purpose on my heart. I have a mission, and I will do it that all the year to serve others and help.
Now, we should note that Thai pageant official, Nawat, has since apologized for his statements, but the Miss Universe organization announced his involvement moving forward will be limited or eliminated entirely. And now Miss Universe tells me she wants to represent women's empowerment and use this spotlight, all of this attention, to lift up others. And of course, we'll have more on Nightline.
All right. Wow, if that was a PR training for Miss Universe, that was a PR training. That was very eloquent, very funny. She's so witty. Like, she was like, oh, I could have bought a crown in Walmart, but in Miss Universe, that's really hard. I mean, it's true. She's very pragmatic in the things that she says, but it's, yeah, I do want to believe her. I do. She seems like such a lovely person, and from an outside perspective looking in, it seems like a genuine conversation, but I do wonder what talking points she was trained to touch on and what to say and when. But it was never justified for a man to question you just because there was confusion with your internal team about how you should be showing up or what you should be doing. It's just there was confusion, and they took it out on her in the wrong place at the wrong time. To also call security on someone that's simply standing up was way too much. It was too much. It's like, what are you doing? But I'm really happy. I mean, if anything, this serves as the symbol for Mexicans because, again, I feel like we've been down for so long. I'm personally Mexican American. It's just really sad to see so much hate against a culture that's so rich in love and support and so many ways of life that a lot of Americans don't understand. And right now with the Trump era, it's just really getting harder to feel like things can get better. So I feel like this was just a light at the end of the tunnel for most of us. And hopefully it will inspire girls to stand up against dogmatic and patriarchal men who think they can shut you down just because you decide to stand up for yourself. But the whole Miss Universe final competition is actually online. Whoa. I didn't watch it. I've seen clips online and everyone just looks so beautiful. This is Thailand. Oh my gosh, your dress is Amazing. It's so beautiful. I do wonder how much they spend on their dresses and how they're made. Oh, shall we watch the interview section? I do wonder if I'm going to get the copyright strike if I watch this, but we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance. Okay, let's do these.
Seconds to answer each question. So, let's get to work. Miss Thailand, I'd like to start with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Thailand, please step forward. Congratulations. Miss Thailand, if you win the title of Miss Universe tonight, how would you use this platform to empower young girls?
I believe that everyone who has been through all the struggles, failures, anything in life, we can get back up. It's not about how you fail, but how you rise up. I would encourage you all to be your own hero, to light that light within yourself and light it on others. And if we come together, lift each other up, the world will be a much better place. And I encourage you all to never fear. I am standing here as your next Miss Universe, and I hope to be.
Thank you, Miss Thailand. Miss Philippines.
Wait, can I interject? Every time that I've ever said I hope to be employed or I hope you give a chance to me for me, I always jinx it in interviews. For example, I really wanted this job and I said, I hope you really see the value I bring. They never got back to me. And every single time I've said I hope to hear from you again, I've never gotten the job. So I've learned to never say I hope this happens in front of the people that are going to choose me, because they never want to choose me. I feel like it comes off as like desperate or like there's a chance it's not going to happen because now I'm hoping. Is that just me?
I'll ask you to please step forward for your final question. Hello, how are you? And congratulations, Miss. Miss Philippines, if you win the title of Miss Universe tonight, how would you use this platform to empower young girls?
I work with an organization called Allen Academy, where we work with young people to provide them opportunities to make them realize that it doesn't matter what your life circumstances is, it doesn't define where you will go. And I want to continue working with Allen Academy in a bigger platform like Miss Universe to pursue making sure that people who come from low-income backgrounds are given the same opportunities as everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Miss Philippines, everybody. Thank you. And I will now ask Miss Venezuela to please step forward and answer your final question. Thank you very much, Miss. How about a round of applause for Miss Venezuela, everybody? Thank you so much. Miss Venezuela, if you win the title of Miss Universe tonight, how would you use this platform to empower young girls?
I believe that education and communication go hand by hand to influence positive activity from the girls, from the children, for everyone that watches this platform. I'm standing here because with my life experiences, I've been able to become the person I've wanted to be. And this is the representation of a woman that's determined, and with her conviction, she's reached her goal. And that is what I want all the girls to search for. Thank you, Thailand.
And thank
She sounded like she had a British accent in there, but she's from Venezuela. Interesting. That was a very interesting accent.
you.
I loved her dress though. The little snake details on there, impeccable.
Venezuela.
I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. I'm wishing on...
Ugh. No, 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 no. Sorry, this is a forced ad break. Here, let me just put the little camera on me so you don't have to watch some capitalism I'm gonna be so excited when my official 4K camera comes in, and when I get those ad blockers, then this is gonna be a prime time to shine. Is this ad over? No, there's more commercials. Sorry. My mic is in the way, so I have to kind of lean over sometimes. Okay, let's get back to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Miss Mexico. Thank you very much, Miss Mexico. Your final question. If you win the title of Miss Universe tonight, how would you use this platform to empower young girls?
As Miss Universe, I will say to them, believe in the power of your authenticity. Believe in yourself. Your dreams matter. Your heart matter. And never let anyone make you doubt about your worth, because you're worth everything. And you are powerful, and your voice needs to be heard. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mexico. I will now ask Miss Côte d'Ivoire to please step forward for her final question. Miss Côte d'Ivoire, if you win the title of Miss Universe tonight, how would you use this platform to empower young girls?
Well, as an ambassador and as Miss Universe, I would want to be the face of a representation of a new generation that mixes culture, that mixes modern and traditional. I want to be the face of a new era of women that are bold, that are leaders, that are unapologetic about who they are. If I'm Miss Universe, I want to be a role model for other young girls and let them know that you too can make it. Go in those rooms where you think you don't belong, shine, and make sure you assume your identity.
Sorry I was pausing it, but I am getting a copyright strike warning right when she was talking, which seems a bit sussy for YouTube to give me that copyright strike right when the beautiful brown woman is talking. But I'm being forced out, but I love her words. I personally would have voted for her. She's majestic. But yeah, congrats to Miss Mexico. I'm super excited. As a Mexican American, I do have that bias of being like, yeah. But I will move on just because most likely this video is going to get copyright striked if I keep watching, and I'll be taken down. Oh, my stream has been temporarily blocked. Dang it. Dang it! No! Am I still on Twitch? Oh my gosh, I went down on YouTube. I went down. Wait, what if I just kind of keep it? Will I come back? If it's just temporarily down? I don't think it's gonna come back on YouTube. So I have to restart the stream on YouTube. Alright, okay. Let me just redo it.